What's up guys, my name is Marcel, welcome to my YouTube channel One Dapper Street. Welcome to today's video in which we're going to talk about one thing and one thing only, and that is the cargo pant. Two main reasons for that. Number one, they are really trending. You can literally walk into any store and find yourself a cargo pant in a bunch of different styles. They are also supposed to continue to be trending. If you watched my trend video last week, you already know this. But trends aside, because we don't necessarily care what's trending, point number two is much more important. I've been loving them on a daily basis. Most of my outfits actually incorporate a cargo of some sort, so I figured this would be a fun video to do for you guys, with you guys. What we're gonna look at is different styles, different fabrics, different colors, and specifically dive in a little bit on those pockets which make a cargo pant, and how you can style them in the end. I've got 7 outfits for you guys to check out, get some inspiration or not. You know, at least if I show you the outfits, you can also decide, hey, that's what I don't want to do with my cargo pant. But that's entirely up to you. If this doesn't sound terrible, then you shouldn't click away right now. You should stay watching, and let's jump right in with the first pair of cargos. Here we have an off-white, like creamish color on this Zara cargo pant. The fit, I would argue, is slim to maybe even straight, but a nice taper. And they are a bit on the shorter side. I wouldn't necessarily call them cropped, but they're definitely not long either. This, I think, is a great, simple place to start. They're a cotton cargo pant, a nice, that stone color. I think is very versatile. I like a lighter color, especially in the fall and winter. I think it brightens up the outfit a little bit. And it's not white, so it's a lot easier to pull off in that sense. The pockets are kept very, very simple. Let's start with the back. We've got 2 simple slits right here. No button, no flap, no nothing. On the front, well, slash more so on the side, we have, yet again, fairly slim fitting pockets. We got 1 pleat in the middle, and then these fit very slim along the leg. Mostly the cargo pants I wear look like this, where they're almost non-existent. Like it's not like they're bulky out to the side, but I like them. They obviously hold a little less. Cargo pants are supposed to hold cargo for you. They're a utilitarian pant. This probably not so utilitarian. You could probably slide some credit cards in here or your phone, but then it's gonna look weird. Like, I really just like it because I like pockets on everything. I think they're a nice detail, especially if they're well done. So this is the first one. Also from Zara, and I promise we have more than just Zara pieces on this rack today. A little darker, a little more gray, a little bit on the yellowish side of the gray, so it allows itself to be worn with warmer earth color tones, which I really like. Obviously it's so gray, so it also goes really well with black and other gray tones, etc. So you've got a good amount of flexibility here. The fit on these is just a little bit more relaxed than what we had before. The fabric is very similar, but the first two I think are very basic, very simple, and a great thing to like wear with a lot of things. Back, same thing, just 2 simple slits. These pockets are a bit more bulky. You see that this pleat is not going in the same way the first one was. It's kind of going out. There's also just 1 pleat, and we have those larger flap pockets on top, slanted pockets right here. I like these a lot. I tend to roll them up to make them a bit shorter, especially because I wear my cargo pants a lot with boots, as you will see in the 7 outfits that I'm going to show you in the end. Okay, so I don't know how closely you watch the channel. If you watch it really closely, you will have heard me say recently that I'm not going to do a whole lot of baggy fits when it comes to pants. The whole relaxed thing is, I've tried it, it's just, I don't know, I never feel like I look good, and why do we get dressed to feel good on the inside? So not super for me, but these Abercrombie & Fitch cargo pants are a little bit of an exception. They are significantly looser, and they are bulkier overall as a cargo pant style. Let's look at the back. We've got flat pockets on this one with this little fabric pull tab for the Velcro. It's got a little Velcro pocket right here, which, you know, not the biggest make or break for me. But what I really do like about these are the pockets. The left pocket is different from the 2 right pockets. So here we have, once again, that fabric pull tab for the Velcro. On both sides, we've got zipped pockets on the sides now. And then over here we have two separate pockets that are a lot more long. Just because they're separated, so rather than like this wider rectangle, we have 2 very slim rectangles, which I think is a really dope vibe. They are a lot more voluminous, so they add actually like a little bit of width to your thigh, and I don't mind it because overall this is bulky. I really like this like softer washed cotton, also kind of like a washed out gray that's still darker than the first 2 we looked at. Really like this one. Don't wear this as often because I think it's more of a stylistic piece, but cargo pant number 3. Now these you hopefully have seen on the channel, either in this color or the green color that I also have them in. These are from On This Day, OTD NYC, a New York based brand that is run by John Varvatos, who for the longest time was working for his namesake label, John Barbados. So it has a little bit of a rock and roll vibe, but it's a high quality brand that has actually some essentials that have a little bit of a twist, like this one. So the main call out here is for one, the color, and then two, the fact that this is a nice twill fabric. So the fabric itself feels a lot more luxe. It feels a bit more upscale, so I tend to wear this a lot more with overcoats or like trench coats, something that's just a little bit more elevated. Super slim design on the pockets. We have a couple of buttons on the flap in the back. What I really love about this is the fit. It's a bit more roomy throughout the thigh, but then it tapers down nicely. I wouldn't call this a slim fit by any means, but it's a very comfortable, relaxed, straight taper in my book. The pockets themselves, classic, about as classic as a cargo pant pocket could be. And yeah, really like these. Excited to show you how I wear them today, but you have seen me style these many times. Here we have a little leftover from the summer. These are technically a little light, but I do really like these. These are from John Elliott, and I wanted to include them because they're very different from all the other cargo pants that I have for you today. I want to start with the biggest difference. Right down here we have drawstrings at the hem of the pant, which a lot of cargo pants have. I don't have too many that have them. This is actually the only pair, I think, so I needed to include it to talk about this a little bit. I don't always love a cargo pant that has these, but in this case, I think it's really well done. It's just this like normal string. You can tie it. No shit, you can tie it. But I really like it. It tapers really nicely, and the fabric itself looks really dope when you tie it together. So I do really love this. The paneling on this is really interesting. We've got a little seam down the front of the leg that is going straight into the pocket. The pocket now is actually detached, so you have a like slip-in pocket behind the cargo pocket. The cargo pocket itself kept simple. On the back we have, once again, these flaps. This time we have snap buttons on there, and then we have a drawstring around here, as well as like that jogger upper. I do really like these. I tend to make more streetwear fits with these, particularly because these are a bit more relaxed, so I can get away with it. But what I struggle with the most when it comes to more relaxed pants is how loose they fit towards the bottom, and obviously having this option is gonna take that away. So that's why I really like these. They're just overall a bit more streetwear and a bit more, well, casual, sporty almost. But you can style them in many different ways, one of which I shall show you later on. Almost done, we got a couple more. This is a recent find that I made a find in Germany. These are from Marco Polo S. Oliver, a German brand. I don't know if we can get them in the US, but what I want to talk about is the fact that they're corduroy cargo pants. And they almost feel like sweatpants. They're ultra comfortable, and main call out here is that you can really have fun with fabrics as well. If you watched my trend video last week, you know that cargo pants can look crazy right now. You can literally have a pant made of cargo pockets. This is still in the realm of what's very wearable, but still very different. So I love the color here. I love the thick corduroy. I think it's an excellent piece for the winter. Once again, we have that lighter color, which I told you I love, so that's great. Everything else is very standard about it. They are a bit big, they are a bit long, so I'm gonna take these to a tailor. But on the back we have the flat pockets with the buttons, and yeah, simple pockets. But yeah, these are super nice. Been halfway living in them, even though they're a bit long. And yeah, you can have a corduroy cargo pant if you so please. And then I think it is my duty to kind of connect the athleisure world with cargos as well, because we see so much of that in the athleisure brands and pieces. So here we have one from Kenneth Cole, not an athleisure brand, more so like tech wear with a little bit of tailoring. But I really like these. All black, first all black pair of pants that I included for today. A thinner fabric that still feels like somewhat rigid. It's gonna keep some wind out. It's not the warmest pant, but it will do. And here we have obviously a bit more of a sporty design, simple on the back, simple on the pockets. The pocket itself, the cargo pocket, has a bit of a slant now, just because of the way the pattern is fitting. It's again, it's an athleisure piece. It's a bit more athletic. The pocket itself now is barely visible because it's so flat, and it's a patch pocket that's sewn onto here very closely. So what's primarily standing out is the flap itself, which I think is nice. The pattern of this is, like I said, it's twisting a bit inward. It's nice and tapered. And then at the bottom we actually have a zipper. Not that they're super tapered or super tight, so I don't really know why you need a zipper on here. I'm pretty sure most people can get their ankles through here quite comfortably. But we have a zipper nonetheless. And so simple, sporty, actually sporty this time. And that's another way to go for you guys. So, little overview. I hope you enjoyed that part already. Now, let me sit down while I show you a few outfits. We'll talk about the outfits a little bit, a few of the pieces that I put together to style these, but let's start that right now. So, we're starting out in the first pair of cargos I showed you from Zara, the light element of an otherwise dark earth colored fit. We've got a brown t-shirt from Uniqlo, we've got a brown hoodie from Abercrombie and Fitch, the shirt jacket is from Buck Mason, and then this beautiful new leather bag that I recently received from Il Bisonte. Then we've got the brown ASOS Chelsea boots with a couple of black accents, which I don't mind in this fit, a brown beanie and some specs, so casual and a bit preppy. Next up, we've got, like I said, a yellow leaning gray with these cargos. So we've got from H&M a quarter zip, from Aldo a pair of combat boots, and then this really dope LV jacket that I'm currently renting from Rebag, a beanie that picks up those colors, so a really light colored earth combination with that yellowish gray I think worked really well. Then, let's get a bit more street. I told you with these, I would get a bit more street. We've got from Abercrombie almost an entire look. The rugby sweatshirt as well as the vest are from Abercrombie, as are the cargos, as you know. Then we've got white docks to pick up on those white accents and a gray beanie. So, achromatic, a bit on the wider side in terms of the fit, and I really like this. I actually feel really comfortable in this fit, which is special because I told you I don't love the more relaxed pants, generally speaking. Then we've got a more tailored approach because of the more tailored cargo pants. Back in the ASOS boots in brown, and then a few more brown tones, and here a few different ones. We've got a overcoat from Hevo, we've got a darker brown beanie, the same one as the first outfit, and then a cream colored sweater that I think just elevated this a little bit, added a bit of contrast, and it is cream colored, not white, so it works well for me. We've got a brown watch on my wrist, which I just covered up, but yeah, a few different brown tones for this one. None of the color for this one. We've got gray and black. The mock neck is from Uniqlo, the overshirt is from Abercrombie in a corduroy. Really like those two together. Then we've got a black beanie and the ASOS boots that I don't wear all that often, but I think look really cool with this fit. Then I was trying to go for a bit more of a monochrome thing with this. I'm not entirely sure I love the different cream colors together, but we've got a puffer vest from H&M, we've got a turtleneck from Les Deux, from Verst a beanie, and then ASOS hiking sneaker boots. That's actually my first time wearing them, but I like them with this fit. I like the more relaxed vibe of the corduroy cargos with this fit. And then we're already at the last one, a high contrast outfit inspired by the color combination of the Converse on my feet. So we're picking up on the black obviously, but then there's some cream and some white in there. So we've got a cream colored hoodie from Abercrombie, we've got from Alpha Industries a bomber jacket that I recently picked up that I love, and then a cream colored hoodie, like I said, high contrast, a bit more street as well. So that's it. Those are 7 outfits, a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of background on the differences that you can find in cargo pants, different styles, colors, fabrics, like I mentioned before. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you have any thoughts, questions, comments down below in the comment section. Subscribe to this channel if you're not subscribed already. We are ramping up the content. So make sure that you subscribe and actually turn on the post notifications, because those videos are gonna be pumped out fairly regularly going forward. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys very soon with the next video. Until then, as always, stay dapper. Bye, y'all.